Hey guys, it's me, and I just finished reading White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout because I wanted some focus on me. Thank you. I kind of wanted some romantic trash a little bit, which is exactly what I got. So thank you, Jennifer L. Armentrout, for that. It was actually a really good book. I'm gonna have to give it maybe 3.5 or 4 out of 5 stars, something like that. It was pretty good, and I really enjoyed it. So yeah. Layla as a character, I don't know. Like, I think she has a lot more growing to do, and I think she did grow as a character in this book, which I'm really happy about because she was like slightly annoying, so that's good. Love Roth. Don't know how I feel about Zane, but I'll get more into depth about that in the review. So those are my first reactions. I really enjoyed the book. This book is published by Harlequin, which I think is absolutely hilarious. But I believe Poem Bananas Books, I think Christine did a review of this trilogy, so I'm gonna go watch that real quick, and then I'm gonna get some food. But overall, I really enjoyed the book, and I thought it was great, so yeah. Hey guys, it's me Jessica, and today I'm gonna be reviewing White Hot Kiss by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This book is very kind of interesting. So this book, I think I'm giving a 3.5 out of 5 stars or 4 stars. I don't know, like I go back and forth between being like, oh my god, this book is so cheesy, to oh my god, this book isn't that bad. So I'm going to just give a little summary, I guess, and talk about how I feel without spoiling it, and then I will go into the spoiler section. So our main character's name is Layla, and she can see souls. And the reason she can see souls is because she's half demon and half warden. Now what wardens are, they're essentially gargoyles, and they were kind of created by like angels in heaven in order to keep the demon population that is on, you know, the surface and not in hell, but to keep the demons on the surface kind of in check, and also to kill them and send them back to hell. So yeah, so she's half warden and then half demon, which is very kind of ironic because, you know, wardens are essentially supposed to be killing demons, and all of a sudden like they're making babies. So Layla, because of that, she sees souls, and not only that, if she finds a really pure one or she finds like a really evil soul, she basically wants to suck their soul out. That's why it's called White Hot Kiss, because in order to do that, she has to kiss them. And yeah, stuff like that. This book is just kind of Layla going through the world trying to figure out who she is, and also meeting this guy right here. His name is Roth. Not only that, but she is also trying to figure out her kind of feelings for Roth. Not only that, but for her kind of her childhood friend, I'm gonna say, Zane. There is a love triangle that starts to form in this book, and is definitely prevalent in the second book, because I've already read the second book. So, but anyway, yeah, so now if this book interests you, and I know based on the cover you're like, oh, Jennifer L. Armentrout, if you read her books or like know of her books at all, you must think that these books came out before the Lux series, and it's actually, this series came out after, and this is actually published by Harlequin. So like, I was like, I want something cheesy, and I was like, I bought these at the thrift store, might as well read them. Started reading them, they fulfilled the cheese I wanted. So just like, don't take these books seriously, please do not. Alright, so I'm gonna get into spoilers now. Alright, so you guys might be wondering why my background looks kind of plain. It's actually because I'm standing up. I'm standing up, you guys. I'm not sitting down. Mostly because I do not have room on my floor. I do not have room on my floor to sit down and also film at the same time. I kind of want to keep this standing up thing going on, but I might have to get some stuff to add to my wall just to make it interesting, but I don't know. Anyway, so the spoilers, here we go. I really like Roth. I mean, if I had to decide whether I'm team Zane or team Roth, I am definitely team Roth, especially with the second book as well. I'm not going to spoil the second book, but based on like what happens in the character development for all the characters, I really like Roth the most. I feel like I mean, I think from the very beginning he really likes Layla, but because he's a demon and he has to kind of put up that persona, he doesn't, and also because I think like he wants to have some fun, so of course he's gonna be like the bad boy, like the Damien Black type character. So I definitely really like Roth a lot. I just feel like Roth and Layla's relationship kind of went very quickly in the beginning, and because it's like I feel like it's like the third time after they meet they go out to lunch together, or maybe like a week after they meet they go out to lunch together, and then like he kisses her and I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. So like another thing that also I didn't like very much, I don't like when characters go, oh blank's name, because like when in like ever does someone go, oh Layla, oh Roth, like no one does that, like no one does that in real life. I mean, so it's like, it's also like one of those other things where it's like, I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. This is one of those things for me where it's like, if a book says like, oh, and someone's name, that just doesn't sound right. Like when someone's trying to figure out something and then they do and they're like, oh my god, I just realized that, or like, oh, I just found that out, like that's perfectly fine. I don't mind oh in that context, but OH, when it's OH in someone's name, I hate it. I hate it. It just grinds on my nerves. And that was in here a couple of times and I was like, Layla, and it's always Layla who says it. I'm like, Layla, why are you saying that? So I want to talk about Layla and Zane, and try not to spoil book 2. But okay, so Layla and Zane, it's obvious that Zane feels the same way for Layla. It is so obvious. Like he gets so upset when he finds out about Roth. Like I get why he would, because he's a demon, but like just how upset he gets about it, I'm like, Layla girl, he feels the same way you do. Like why aren't you, like why? So I mean that's definitely something that I was just like, Layla, get your ish together, like come on. Oh my goodness. He's like kind of interesting in like some aspects and stuff like that. I feel like he might be a little more developed than Roth is when it comes to this book. I just feel like because Layla knows a lot more about him than she does Roth, but I feel like he just is a, I don't want to say a better character, but a better developed character than Roth is. But then we get to book 2 and like that changes. So Polo Banana's books, after I read this book, I watched her review of it because I was like, I want to see someone talk about this book. And she kept saying how much it reminded her of Twilight, and that was basically the whole review. And I was very upset about it. I was like, because I want to know what you think about the book and not compare it to another book. And like, yes, I see the Twilight aspects in the book, but like that doesn't make the book Twilight. And like, oh my gosh, like I am not, like I don't hate Twilight, but I'm not like obsessed with Twilight. Like I think it's an okay series, and what it did for YA culture was like, it wasn't a bad thing, and the movies weren't too bad. I mean, if we're subtracting the first one, the movies weren't too bad, and like most of them were like followed the actual plot of the books. So I'm like not mad at like that she was like comparing it to Twilight, but I wish that wasn't the whole review. And afterwards all I could compare this book to, or all I could think about this book to, or like book with, was Twilight. And even with the second book, it's kind of got a little bit of a New Moon-ish feel. And I liked how Roth was like, unlike Zane, where Zane wants to like protect Layla and like put her in a room and like keep her there and make sure she's safe, Roth is like, hey yeah, come with me. And I like how when she fights, he's like, damn, that's hot. And like I found that like, I really liked it because I really liked how he's very open with like how he felt about her in some ways. Like he'd be like, I like you. When you do this thing, you look sexy. When we fight, I think it's hot. Like I kind of like that, because like you know, you wish guys were kind of that open. Like a lot of, like, I'm not gonna say that a lot of guys do this, but some guys like to play games with girls, and like girls like to play games with guys. I'm not, but like Roth is like, I don't have time for that. I like you. And I like how he tries to, like, when he tells Layla things where he's like, demons, the way they love is like an obsession and stuff like that, when he tells her that, or he's like, I don't care for you or something like that, like he's trying to just kind of blow off his feelings a little bit. I feel like he's also trying to, like, he's not telling Layla that, he's telling himself that, so he can, so like, because he realizes that he's falling too deep for this girl, and he's like, I gotta, like, I think I might have to like get some distance. And it doesn't end up happening, especially with the circumstances of the plot, with like the whole raising Lilith thing. Like, oh my goodness, when I found out that like that Layla was Lilith's like daughter, I was like, oh my god, really? Like, oh my god, her and Sebastian are like brother and sister almost. I really like Bambi. Like, if you don't know me, I love snakes. So like Bambi, just an idea of Bambi, I was like, I want that. Can I have like a snake tattoo that like comes off and can be my friend and can protect me? That would be cool, and I would really want something like that, just because like I feel like it would just be the coolest thing ever. And like the kittens are also tattoos. I want to see the kittens like in their real form, and then I also want to see him turn into a dragon. I thought book 2 we were gonna get that. Spoiler alert, we don't. But I was really hoping that we would get Roth turning into a dragon at some point, and we didn't. It's like, you're foreshadowing it. You're telling me that he can turn into a dragon and you're not gonna turn him into a dragon? Like, what is with this? But like, I mean, I guess that like attests to how strong Roth is, like, kind of like as a demon. Like, he's the Grand Prince of Hell, but like, anyway, how strong he is, because like he doesn't need to take that final form, I guess, as a dragon in order to kind of protect himself, Layla, or anyone. So I really like that. In this book, I really felt like her friends Sam and Stacy weren't very developed. Like, Stacy seemed very just like kind of boy hungry all the time, and Sam was just kind of like that nerdy guy friend sprinkled in. That's what it felt like. And it just, like, this book, a lot of the characters and a lot of the things that like happen just seem very like underdeveloped in a way. And it's, what's really weird is that like book two I feel like is so much better than book 1, just because everything feels a little more rounded out, and like it's like book 1 was just like, okay, here is this thing I want to create, and it's like very rough and kind of sketched out. And then book 2 is like taking sandpaper to that, like that to like book 1, and like really like getting it smooth and nice. I don't know what that analogy was, but hopefully you understand it, because I understand it. One of my favorite characters is Roth, despite how some of his like snark and sarcasm just doesn't land with me. I like the way he like genuinely cares for Layla. And Layla to me is a hard person to really care for. Like, if I feel like if I was friends with Layla, it would kind of be like I'd be able to be friends with her for like, I would be able to be friends with her, but I'd have to take her in like small doses. Like, I'd hang out with her at school, but probably no way would I hang out with her outside of school, because I'd like roll my eyes all the time and I'd just be like, girl, you stupid. So I feel like if I actually hanged out with Layla, I'd just like be able to hang out with her in like school or in class or something like that. And like, I don't want to say like I have like people I know that it's like that for me, where I can't hang out with them a lot because that I just get so annoyed with them. But like, I still care for that person. It's just sometimes our personalities clash, and I feel like that's what it would be like with Layla and I. That is my review for White Hot Kiss. I'm sorry if it wasn't like the best. To be honest, I am thinking about book 2 a lot more than book 1, so I've forgotten a lot that happens in book 1, but I still kind of enjoyed it. So if you like this review, please like it, and also comment down below what your favorite scene was from White Hot Kiss if you've read the book. If you haven't read the book, why are you all the way at the end of the video? Doesn't make sense. Also, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell as well, so you guys get notified when I make a new video. I post every Tuesday and sometimes on Fridays. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I will see you in the next video. Bye!